Hi, I'm Angel with FleeceFun.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy basic fleece hat. Really, it's dead simple, and if your kids are like my kids, it's nice to be able just to whip one up really fast because they will lose it over winter, guaranteed. For this project, you will need the following. For this project, you will need 1/3 yard of fleece, sewing machine, and sewing essentials, scissors, pins, that sort of thing. And of course, the free pattern that's available on FleeceFun.com in sizes baby to adult. All right, now that you have all those items, it's time to cut it out. And one little tip I did want to let you know about is that because this hat doesn't require a ton of fabric, check out the remnant bin. You can totally find great deals there, cute colors, all that kind of stuff for a fraction of the price. So be sure to check that out first before you go directly to the bolt. Assemble the pattern. You'll need to assemble the pattern, and then you'll need to decide on what size you're making and cut it out on that line. On folded cloth, pin the pattern on and cut out, so you have 2 of the pattern pieces cut out. All right, now that you have those 2 pieces cut out, it's time to start sewing. Pin right sides together. Using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, sew each side of the hat along the curved side to the point before it dips into a V. Be sure to leave the bottom, the brim, open. For a smoother hat, stop the seam a finger's width before you get to the V in the center. Now this part for some reason tends to confuse people, so I'm going to try to explain it just a little more thoroughly this time. Basically, you have to treat the top kind of like a box pleat almost-ish. So basically you're going to take that hat and you're going to turn it and pull those, and then you're going to sew along that top. That's what I mean by sew the V shut. It's more like a little kind of triangle top there. You're going to sew along the top. Now that you've sewn the sides of the hat, it's time to close the top. Fold the hat in half so that the seams you just sewed are touching. Pin the V on each side closed. Sew one seam along the top of the hat, closing the V on both sides. This will make the rounded top. All right, we just have to flip up the brim and sew that down and we're finished. Turn the brim edges under about 1 inch, more or less depending on how you like it to fit, and sew a zigzag stitch over the edge of the fabric. To make the hat sit better, snip a few slits along the curves. Snip any loose threads and turn right side out. And that's it. You have a great little hat. It's just easy to make, and it comes in sizes baby to adult. So awesome! Free pattern is available on FleeceFun.com. You can also find it in the description box below, or I'll also have a link at the end of the video. Oh, and this hat basically serves as the base for many different modifiers that I have on my site as well. You can turn it into a puppy, into a dinosaur, into a bunny, I mean all kinds of different ones. Just you can check out the big selection either on my YouTube channel here or on my website, FleeceFun.com. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Hey, I have another video over here that you might like. Also, be sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up for my hard work here. I sure do appreciate it. And let me know, do your kids lose hats as much as mine do over the winter? Mine just, it seems to be like their thing. At least I can always just whip up another one, but because I do have a ton of fleece in my closet. You know, fleece fun, fleece, yeah. In any case, velvet is pretentious, fleece is fun.